Morning. I'm not used to Coaster. Shh. I should point out that Poirot isn't the only book you can use in this series. There's also a Miss Marple one and a Detectives and Young Adventurers edition. It's exciting stuff. This series could run for at least 12 more episodes. Let's give you an email today. Let's go here. Up here. Let's just start with that in the third sentence. See where we go. Did you ever seem, think carefully, Miss Plenderleith, afraid of him? Plenderleith. Afraid of him. Let's talk afraid. Let's talk fears. Now, fears are a really obvious one. Everybody has fears about, the way they're going at the moment. If they continue down this track, they're worried about what's going to happen. The obvious one is health. But if I was writing this email and I wasn't focusing on the word Plenderleith, if I was focusing on fears, I try and think of something a little bit different. Like, what are the fears of success? Because that's something people often don't talk about. People do talk about it, but too often in marketing, people get caught up in the idea of, oh, this is the road they're heading down unless they buy my product. And there are fears. So we try and tap into those fears about where they are now and how it's going to look in the future if they don't change their habits. But there's also the fear of what success means. People have a kind of upper limit problem. So what are the fears about that? What are the fears about the fact that they're actually going to not be able to use the fact that, their BMI is through the roof to prevent them from running that Ironman? What are the fears about the fact that, once they've got a successful business idea, the fears about earning $1 million or starting a new company? What are the fears that are holding them back from stepping up to success? What are they afraid of in that picture of what success looks like? That's a super interesting email to write, because as a copywriter, business owners will come to me and say, can you help me write copy for this product? Sales pages, emails, that kind of stuff. But then they're putting it on the line. Then there's no excuse about, oh, I don't have the copy. It's like, if I give them copy that works and they put it out there, now it's on them. Now the fear of success is there. Will my product hold up? Will it be loved by everybody? What will happen if it takes off? Will people ask me to write another one? We experience these kind of fears about success that keep us in this kind of magic comfort zone between fear and success. We're in this kind of Goldilocks position. So there's fears both sides. The obvious one is to go for the fears about what's going to happen if they don't change their life. But let's talk about the fears. What happens when they do change their life? What's the next problem? What are they afraid of? And how can you help them just maybe not solve the problem and get rid of the fear, but how can you make them look at it so that they can feel that when it happens, they'll cope, they'll handle it, they'll be okay. So that's what I do with that. Plenderleith or no Plenderleith. That's not an easy word to say. If you're going to talk about fears, try and pick something interesting. Don't talk about the stuff that everybody else is talking about. Think about the stuff in the future, the future fears, the ones that they're yet to fear. Yeah, talk about that, and have a good day. Oh, I need to switch it off. I need to work on smooth transitions out of this. I'm just going to put my thumb like that. There we go.